Do, 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 do. Hey. Do, 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 do. Hey. Do, 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 do. Well, ladies and gentlemen, KocoSports.com proudly presents Wrestle AM. It's half wrestling show, half morning show, pretty much all BS. And of course, you got the Coco crew here holding it down live. Yours truly, sexiest man on all Internet Wrestling Radio. Boom, boom, here, shaking the room, live from the RVA, Richmond, Virginia. And of course, join me there way across the pond near Tokyo, Japan. Dave Coco, what's up?
Nothing much, man. We're just gonna try to lighten the mood up. We did like two or three. It seems like the Steve Carino in the air is, taking over. There's a lot of negative stuff going. Let's try to positive up here. This is from Golden Star Alex on Twitter. It's one of those Twitter questions that are taking off, and I figured it would be good to talk about some positive stuff. Alex asked, 5 wrestlers that mean a lot to you right now. And of course, knowing me, knowing Boom Boom, there's probably a couple honorable mentions, so we'll talk about it. Quick question in the comments.
Mhm.
For a free high five, if you're ever in Yokohama, Japan, who do you think Dave Coco's number one guy is going to be? Boom Boom. No spoilers. Don't give out the answers. Do you think you know who Dave Coco's
I
number
think
one guy is going to be?
I'm pretty confident. I'm pretty confident on it.
All right, Booms, do you have any honorable mentions? Because I have 2 honorable mentions.
You go ahead and do your honorable mentions. I don't have any.
All right, Boom's like, it's top 5. That's it, the rest. These two are only punished by the company they work for. I really do not watch WWE. I'll probably watch WrestleMania. It's not for me. I'm a New Japan guy, AEW guy, Lucha Underground guy.
Mhm.
It got to the point where I said, hey, when John Cena retires, wrestling's going to be better. And they doubled down, and it's just horrible. And if you put all 20 of my favorite wrestlers outside the company, put them in the company, it would still be horrible. So my honorable mentions are 2 guys, one's a gal, one guy, one gal that I absolutely love. I follow on Twitter. I root for them. I retweet them. I'm wishing them the best. They both follow me on Twitter. Humble brag. One is Asuka, aka Kana. I root for her no matter what, and the other is Samoa Joe. These two get honorable mentions, and if I was to get back into pro wrestling, these would be. Sorry, that's not fair. If I was going to get back into WWE, I apologize to pro wrestling and my slip up. I would focus on these two. So the honorable mentions: Asuka, Samoa Joe. That is all for WWE talent. So WWE superfans, I
Mhm.
apologize. I can't review something or watch something the instant I walk in and go, I hate everything about this. Booms, since I did honorable mentions, how about you go 5? I go 5 all the way down the list to the mysterious Dave Coco number 1. Who could it be?
All right.
Is that a good tease?
Going back. Sounds good. Well, you want me to go through my whole 5?
No. 5, 5, 4, 4, 3,
Oh,
3.
okay.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah.
Number 5 for me, making my list is Johnny Gargano.
Okay.
I think he's a really good baby face, which is kind of rare these days. He doesn't come off like a complete total idiot. He can wrestle. He's got a lot of passion. I don't think the guy's capable of having a bad match. So that's why he made number 5 on my list. I just think, he's the last of a dying breed, which is a good white meat baby face. I know he's doing now I know he's being, basically doing the heel role right now, but at his best, he's a good white meat baby face that you actually want to cheer for. He doesn't come off like an idiot, so that's why he's number 5 on my list.
Got it. My number 5, I think he has slowed down. I don't think he is what he is after being through the WWE. He's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. He saved the Bullet Club. The Bullet Club saved him. He's a great effing heel. He was on fire the night of Wrestle Kingdom. The show ended with him in an attack, which is very not New Japan like. I'm talking Kenta. In ring wise, he doesn't touch what he did in Noah, but he's been through WWE, and God, at least he survived. Um, he is a great heel. He has great momentum. And if Kenta didn't join Bullet Club, would it even still be a thing? I don't think so. That's my opinion. It might not be a popular opinion, but Kenta saved Bullet Club. Bullet Club saved Kenta. He's my number 5. Obviously, in his Noah days, you can't top that, but he's
Mhm.
there. And yeah, it should be very interesting. All right, Booms, to you. Number 4. Who is
Number
what means a
four.
lot to you right now?
Number four. I think he's going to make another appearance on this list. I'm not an expert, not a genius here, but I've got Okada. I really do honestly believe, it's not just hype. I do think he is now the greatest IWGP Heavyweight Champion in New Japan's history. You can say, argue, well, you haven't been watching that long, and but when you look and see how he compares up with all-time greats, I mean, he's up there. I think even if he was to wrestle somebody like Muda or Inoki or Vader or Norton in their primes, I still think he'd come out on top. He's just a freak athlete. This is the best way I can describe him.
I'm gonna add
Uh,
Chono to that list of names. just throwing it out there. I was like, he's gonna say Chono. He's gonna say Chono. He didn't say Chono. Go on, Booms.
so, and he carried the company more than one occasion. And granted, he's taken a step back, but I think he's earned that time off right now.
Yeah, and I wonder who my number 1 is. If you can, put in the
Yeah.
comments who you think Dave Coco's number 1 on this list is gonna be. It's the biggest mystery going today. All right, my number 4. I really love him. I enjoy his matches. I enjoy the way he thinks differently. I'm glad he did what he did. It's one half of the Golden Lovers, Ibushi. I
No, yeah, Kobe.
I love this fucking guy. I love everything about him, and I've not been going to the gym, but my dream one day is to have an Ibushi bod. I have the dad bod coming back, but one day I'll have the Ibushi bod. What am I doing to do that? Anyway, my number 4 is Ibushi. Um, I just I can't praise him enough. It's hard to do a positive show, but yeah, Ibushi is my number 4. Your number 3?
Number three, Will Ospreay. I
Oh
just think
shit.
This guy's a workhorse. He really busts his ass. I mean, he just keeps getting better. When I say he reinvents himself, it's like he ups his game. I mean, the guy takes some crazy stuff. Crazy bumps. But he just keeps bouncing back. I mean, the guy competed in every tournament that New Japan had to offer in 2019, with the exception of World Tag League. And after that, I was like, dude, I can kind of forgive that. I mean, he competed in New Japan Cup. He competed in Best of Super Juniors. He competed in the G1. He competed in the uh, junior tag tournament. I mean, he was all over the place. He had a lot of phenomenal matches. He's the kind of guy who said, you know what, you need a new number one Gaijin babyface. That's going to be me. He really stepped into the role, came into his own, going, just really went above and beyond. So that earned a lot of my respect. I mean, the guy just kept, just when you think he couldn't go any further, I mean, he just buckled down and went even further. I mean, last year was his year.
I
I,
said
I
oh
mean,
shit. I said oh shit because I'm adding another honorable mention. I totally fucking forgot about Will Ospreay. He's fucking amazing. Boom, boom. I'm sorry. I'm so unprofessional. You're like my number 3 is Will Ospreay. Oh shit. I love Will Ospreay to fucking death. Spoiler: he's not on my list. Hence the oh shit. I don't know if you can hear me, but you're like Will Ospreay. Oh shit. He's amazing. Yeah, I can't say enough great things about Will Ospreay. Top Gaijin by far. By far. Not even close. My number 3 is the other Golden Lover, Kenny Omega. His
nice.
booking of the women's division, garbage. His booking of himself, garbage. But now that the old Kenny Omega is back, I pray to Terry Funk every night before I go to bed. One more Okada Omega, one more. I love Kenny Omega, and I think he's one of the greatest wrestlers in the world. And now on AEW, because AEW, love him, hate him. It is a very big stage, especially for the North English speaking audience. Um, I just hope the world gets to see how great Kenny Omega is, because I do not even think he's at 60, 70% of his potential. Just fucking be awesome, Kenny. But yeah, my number three, Kenny Omega, got both of the Golden Lovers. I mean, dear AEW and New Japan, get your shit together. The Golden Lovers need to get back together, and Okada and Omega needs to happen. Just, you're the best at what you do. I'm going to steal a line from Wrestling Ranton, one of the greatest YouTubers of my generation.
Hmm.
New Japan is the peanut butter, AEW is the jelly. Who doesn't like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches? Who? Vince McMahon? But everyone else. Overall, I love Kenny Omega, and I'll always root for him, and I just want to see him live up to his fullest potential. Booms, you're number two. Please don't make me say,
Hmm.
oh shit, super loud again.
Yeah, you will. Number two, I cheated just a little bit, but I got Lij.
Okay, the whole posse. Got it, got it.
Yeah, because I started thinking it's like I started, but dude, it's like I don't want to have completely just all Lij on there. It like Naito is someone who just it just didn't work. He just didn't work. He wasn't connecting. He wasn't getting over. He went back to Mexico. He found himself. He reinvented himself. He came back, and then the same people who booed him turned around and loved him. Uh, he's got. I mean, he had just phenomenal matches. He got banged up, and he's even said, I could take it easy, and I could have a 10-year career. I could go balls to the wall, and I could only have a 3-year career. Well, you know what? I'm choosing a 3-year career. He's been absolutely dedicated. He's been one of the most sought after professional wrestlers in the world, and now he's made history. He's the first dual champion uh, at the high level here in New Japan. IWGP Intercontinental and Heavyweight Champion. I kind of hate that his reign right now has been a little marred by circumstances, but guy who just didn't give up on himself, kept moving forward. So that's very inspirational. Harumu Takahashi, got his fucking neck broken. They were worried that he may not, forget wrestling, he may never walk. There was that worry for a while, and he made a comeback after about a year and a half. Still hasn't missed a beat. Still high at the same level. When it comes to like Shingo, Evil, and Sonata, I mean these guys are starting to come into their own. I'm getting think we got some future, heavyweight champions in that mix right there. Guys are about ready to take it to the next level. So a lot of props to them, and not, and I don't want to forget Bushi, a solid hand. I kind of hate that he's getting booked like he is. Kind of a crap. Where he's supposed to take the fall, he's supposed to look like a chump, but he's a good team player. He's a utility guy. You can plug him in when you need him. If you need him in a multi-man match, you need him in a junior heavyweight match, he's up and ready to go. So these guys are very inspirational, and that's why I put them number two.
Nice. Boom boom. Lij. I didn't know you watched the Twitch.tv Coco Sports stream. I didn't know you liked my Hut Team losers in Japan. Thanks, Booms. Now, Lij is amazing. I respect them, but I'm not a. I don't know. I love them, but I don't love them as much as everyone else does. I really like how far they're pushing Sonata, and I wish Naito won the title sooner. But Gato always books the same. It's a story. Oh, is fucking your champ fucking dying? Is it anyway? Um, yeah, I love New Japan, but Gato rubs me the wrong way. Not all the time. Sometimes he rubs me the right way, but
Right.
sometimes not so much. Lij Sonata is awesome long term booking. Naito, not so much. I guess they're good and bad of long term booking. Um,
Hmm.
using that term loosely. But yeah, I love Lij Sonata. Overall, great. My number two, this is not for his body of work now. It is for his career and everything he's doing. And I love Chris Jericho, Y2J. He's hilarious. My girlfriend, who doesn't even like pro wrestling, finds him super entertaining, so we can watch, AEW together.
Hmm.
Um, and he's maybe it's just him working the system, but he's always keeping us on our toes. He's getting New Japan and AEW closer according to his version of the story. To me, he's having one hell of a career, and he's ending it off with a bang. And he's not the wrestler he used to be, but he's the entertainer. His entertainment has really gone up. Chris Jericho. I loved his whole career. I was very lucky to be old, and I've seen him every step of the way of his career. So it feels good. He's my Green Day. I grew up with Chris Jericho. I grew up with Green Day, and now he's finishing off strong. I really, really enjoy Chris Jericho, and that his theme song. At first, I was like, this is completely average. Now I absolutely love it. Chris Jericho is my number two. He brings me joy, and you know, he isn't exactly. I love in ring stuff, but he at one time he was the best in ring, but now he's just the best at entertainment overall. I enjoy him, and I look forward to him every week. And like I said in our AEW review on his channel, make sure to subscribe. He's the only one that could have made that Matt Hardy segment work. You've put Chris Jericho out of that Matt Hardy segment. It's god awful. All right, Booms, you're number one. But before that, let me tease. In the comments, who will be Dave Coco's number one? It is the biggest mystery ever. Who will it be, Boom Boom? Booms, you actually do have a mystery. Who's your number one, sir?
I cheated yet again, but it's my list and I'm allowed to do that. So I cheated again. Number one, the Elite.
What? Boom was like, all
Oh
right,
yeah.
hold on, I'm just going to make fun of you and then you can talk. I got the NXT roster, I got the AEW roster, the New Japan roster, the Dragon Gate roster. Go on, Boom Boom, I'm
Well,
just teasing.
yeah, my list. I can do whatever I want. So I chose the Elite just because I mean they're a bunch of guys who bet on themselves and now they're making history. I mean they're doing it. They're living the dream. I mean they're people. They're not making money for other people. They're making money for themselves. These guys took a risk. They had a lot of balls, and they had somebody took notice, and that person had some deep pockets, and so now they went and I mean they've destroyed I mean any kind of goal that you can set for them. They've already broken it. I mean they drew 10,000 people. Just this all started off a Twitter question to Dave Meltzer. Was I think it was about 3 years ago. If you think about it, about two, three, probably about 2 years ago. Somebody sent Meltzer a question that, Ring of Honor had drawn about, I think their largest crowd, I think it was about, what, 3,000 people roughly. And so they had said, what do you think, with a big stack roster, do you think they could draw 10? And, Dave's like, I don't think so right now. And Cody just responded, said, I'll take that bet. And the next thing we know, All In was created and they sold out. They sold 11,000 tickets and they sold out the Sears Center in Chicago. And, drawing 10,000, that's something that Jim Cornette never did. That's something Paul Heyman never did. There's a lot of bookers, longtime bookers and promoters that never drew that many. They did that. The question was, well, I bet you they can't do that again. It's just a one time only. Boom, they sold out in 30 minutes. And then it was, well, they couldn't do, like a promotion. Boom, they created a promotion. Okay, it's going to be full time. Well, you can't really get money. Boom, they got names. Well, you can't get a big time TV deal. You're going to have to, oh, they got TNT. And say, well, nobody's going to watch. Boom, they drew 1.2 million at the gate, and now they're drawing regularly between 700 and 900,000. Yeah, 700, 900,000 people on average a week. And then that's well, they're not going to be happy with ratings. They're not, boom, they've been renewed. They're going through 2023, all because they believed in themselves. They took a chance. They rolled the dice, and boom, it paid off. And now they're making history. And I think that's very inspirational. Kenny Omega, in my opinion, is probably one of the best professional wrestlers in the world. He inspired me to actually kind of get myself back at the gym and really up my workout game. Because when I saw that that match that went 60-minute time limit draw, that's what really inspired me. Um, the Young Bucks, those guys were great, guerrilla marketing guys. Those guys were geniuses. And I just can't say enough nice things about them, and so that's why they mean the most to me, and that's why they made my number one spot.
Yeah, and the balls on him. It's just a Hollywood story, and not only that, but me and Boom Boom, Wrestling Rant, and some of the older guys that still watch pro wrestling review it and talk about it. We
Hmm.
dreamed about this for a while. Dixie Carter obviously wasn't the answer. Never go full Dixie. We dreamed about it, and we thought it would never happen, and it did. And it's a Hollywood story, and for long-term pro wrestling fans, not sports entertainment fans, not WWE guys that grew up in WWE, long-term. we've always dreamed about this. Like even when we would do like simulations and stuff, like imagine if we did,
Hmm.
they are living out a dream that we always
Hmm.
wanted, and hopefully they can keep it going. I'm very proud of them. Cody, I'm a big fan of. Kenny's already on my list. The Young Bucks, yeah, the Elite are beyond amazing, and Vince McMahon convinced the world that his success is, your success, and made everyone a bitch. And finally, the American spirit, what we believe is the American spirit, what we believe is the American dream, they made happen with hard work and against all odds. To me, this can be over the top, but they're a role model. They fucking risked it and it paid off. And WWE has convinced a generation, just be safe and take any garbage. I don't know if it's just WWE, but it did feel that way. Um, yeah, man, nothing but the best. All right, my number one.
Okay.
All right,
Well, gee, wait a minute, Dave. Who could it possibly be? I have no clue. I've been waiting with bated breath.
all right, boom, boom. We're having a contest down in the comments, so if you could not give spoilers, I'd appreciate it, sir. Let's keep this contest
Okay.
fair and down the middle. We're gonna read the comments later. The winner gets a free high five. If you no delivery, you have to come to Yokohama for your free high five. All right, it's a big contest. We don't want to reveal. One, I talk about this often. I'm more open to talk about it now. After the divorce, I was really depressed. Boom, boom, and stuff carried the thing, and I stopped watching pro wrestling except for one guy. One guy, I was like, oh, I'm gonna check in on him, see what he does.
Hmm.
I all I give a fuck about is in ring ability. I loved Ric Flair as a kid because he was the fucking champion. I love this guy because he's the fucking champion. I've been to tons of live shows, and he's all over my Twitch stream. He's all over fucking my social media. He
Hmm.
literally, there was a year or two, I was so depressed that I didn't do anything entertainment wise. I was just like finding myself my inner peace. You know, I would still go out of my way just to watch his matches. There was a maybe a year, 2 years. He was the only match I would watch. That's right. My number one is dun 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 dun. John Cena. No, I'm just kidding. My number one is never give up Okada. I just think he's everything that's right about professional wrestling, and hopefully he can keep it going. Because my whole thing is when you eliminate stuff from your life, entertainment wise, whatever, and you decide to live a minimalist lifestyle, you find out what's important to you. And no matter how busy or how depressed or how much I, was focused on losing weight, focused on rebuilding my brand, refocused on, getting my life in order after, I was
Hmm.
devastated, I would still check in. Like there was a time where Boom was like, "Hey, have you been watching wrestling?" Nah, I just watch Okada matches. So he, I
That is
think,
true.
I think he is the best wrestler in the world, and now I'm trying to get into it more. And the thing is, I always tell people like, "Oh, I'm a sumo fan," or "Oh, I like weird versions of sports that no, I don't want to say weird, but not common sports." Boom, I want to put you on mute for a little bit, buddy. Um, not common sports. I'm a fan of, and people are like, "How could you be a fan of sumo?" I always say pick one guy to root for and get back in. Like if I was gonna watch WWE, I'd watch Asuka and Samoa Joe. One or two guys, root for them, and then you get to learn the rest of the sport. I feel like Okada was the one guy that kept me attached to pro wrestling, and now I have to catch up. So thanks to Okada, and I'm a huge fan. And I know like you're not supposed to say you're a fan, but those people are stupid. Boom, boom. There's our top five. Did you expect my number one to be Okada? Let's look in the comments to
No,
see
is it?
who won. Everyone that ever left a
Okay.
comment.
Hmm.
Congratulations, you all win a high five if you come to Yokohama. Wash your fucking hands. Boobs. Let's wrap this up. I'm sorry, I'm losing my voice. Let's wrap this up, and thank you for doing 3 shows in one night, buddy. We'll try to do more of it.
It was a lot of fun. We should do it more often.
Yeah, we'll bring back Stump the Idiot. There was like 20 questions that I just lost, I'm gonna try to
Hmm.
find them, and if you have any, leave them in the comments. Tweet me. Dude, today I just realized there's bookmarks on Twitter. You know how much that would have saved my freaking ass? I'm always scrolling down my timeline 3 months from now. I'm like, I gotta ask that stumped idiot. If you send me a stumped idiot, please resend it, and I want to say sorry, and I'm man enough to admit it's Boom Boom's fault.
Yes, yes, always my fault.
That's my ongoing joke about on Twitch.
Hmm.
Oh, by the way, Booms, have you seen my Twitch.tv, KocoSports? I stream NHL and other games. It's a lot of fun. I'll be doing a
Hmm.
24-hour stream Tuesday at 5 a.m. to Wednesday at 5 a.m. playing NHL threes, but it's going to charity, the Veterans Hockey League. So please check it out. All right, love you guys. Booms, plug some stuff. High fives, and let's wrap it up. 3 shows in one day, Booms. That turn you on?
Yeah, that's a record. That's a record. Let's say check us out. YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. KocoSports.com, AOCOsports.com. It's your home for combat sports. World goes kick ass, and most importantly, where it's okay to be a passionate fan. Dave Coco, you'll find him streaming on Twitch. Just look up Coco Sports on Twitch. You'll find me at the store because I'll probably be grocery shopping eventually during this pandemic. So if you run into me at the store, just say hey. And by Operation Freak Show, available now on Amazon.com. Dave Coco's working on some other novels right now because he's got nothing else better to do except for play Twitch. But they don't count because he didn't run them in a Starbucks.
I love you guys. Be safe. It's a crazy world out there. Stay safe. Stay calm. Be kind. Love you. And with that, all praise Okada. I am over. Ba-na-na-na-na. Hey, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum.